Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a long overdue review for a movie, a music doc that I just recently watched on Amazon Prime called Hung Up on a Dream. It is the new documentary about British invasion, rock stars, the Zombies, one of my favorite rock bands, one of my favorite bands ever. I've been privileged to see the last touring version of the Zombies, which included original members Colin Blunstone and Rod Argent, as well as longtime touring members. This documentary was something that I really wanted to see when it was announced for theaters. It was released in film festivals a couple of years ago, so it's just now recently making the national and global rounds. I know that I had a few limited edition screenings in different independent movie theaters across the country. Nothing within a 2 hour drive for me, and that was just too far for me to go for a movie. And I had a busy schedule before my wedding, so I could not make any of those showings. But yeah, directed by Robert Schwartzman, who's a musician in his own right. He's the brother of actor Jason Schwartzman. Robert is the founder and lead member, singer of the rock band Rooney, who I got to see last October in Atlanta, open for Jeff Lynne Electric Light Orchestra. So cool that there was a musician kind of at the helm. What's so great about this movie? First of all, it's really a movie for the fans. They acknowledge the fans right in the first few minutes. The movie starts with a YouTube search of people talking about the Zombies, people talking about their magnum opus, Odyssey and Oracle, one of my favorite albums ever, top tenner for me. And a lot of these YouTube personalities show up at the beginning. One of them is my really good buddy, Tommy, over at Tommy's Musical Adventures. So very, very big honor that he was featured in the opening scene of the movie. Another one is a newer channel for me. He's been around for a while, Giggins, who has the definitive Beach Boys channel, 60s pop channel on YouTube. So I encourage you to check out both of those channels. They're great guys. I've met them. Giggins online, I've met in a live stream, and then Tommy, I've become really good friends with. He was actually at my wedding. So really, really cool that they're acknowledging that the public, is part of their legacy. And again, one of the great things, and one of the things that a lot of people hate about music documentaries is, talking heads, these interviews with people that have no affiliation with the band to begin with. You've got your string of characters that are always showing up in documentaries. Your Whoopi Goldbergs, your Chad Smiths, your Dave Grohls, these people that had no affiliation with the Zombies or any of these rock bands at the beginning, yet they're the ones that are the experts. This movie is great because it's talking to the 4 surviving members of the Zombies, and that in itself is a feat that we've got these guys, all octogenarians almost, that are still with us. They lost their lead guitar player Paul Atkinson back in the early 2000s, but his daughter Lucy is represented and speaks on behalf of her father in a very fitting way throughout the movie. But you have, again, lead singer Colin Blunstone, Rod Argent, keyboard player, vocalist Chris White, the bass player, also a co-writer of so many of the Zombies songs, and then Hugh Grundy, the drummer. So you have them talking the entire movie. They're the ones telling the stories. They're the ones discussing the hardships they had. Not making money on touring. Bad management. Performing sold out venues and not really receiving more than just a few pounds. And that's really like the whole thing is, it's this tragedy, it's this redemption, and the story of the Zombies. And it's a crazy story because the Zombies were never, a sex, drugs, and rock and roll group. They're really, they come across as gentlemen. They come across as people that really, were close with their community and St. Albans and the UK. And there's a lot of, love and appreciation for that part of their life. So what's very cool is hearing that, hearing these stories about their childhood, about music, what they were listening to, and it's stuff that you're used to hearing in a music documentary. But to hear it from the four guys, and that's it, as well as Lucy Atkinson, is really, really something. Now, at the end of the movie, again, not giving stuff away, but there is like a montage of artists, like current artists, that discuss the zombies' impact, and it's necessary for that to happen, just to show that they do have an impact. And the whole movie kind of leads up to the zombies' induction, I think in 2019, into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which was long overdue. I mean, She's Not There, Time of the Season, Tell Her No, I Love You, I Want You Back Again, all these songs that have been covered by so many other people and have been made hits by other people. The zombies really deserve to be in the pantheon of these artists. So yeah, I highly recommend it. I know it's still screening a few different places. There's a lot of times they're doing Q&As with Colin and then Robert, the director. And then I think they're doing like some like mini acoustic kind of performances after the movie is played. It's a short movie. It's just 99 minutes, I believe. And you can find it on Prime. It's not free. You can rent it for a couple of bucks, but I highly encourage you to do it. Really, really good stuff. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Let me know if you've seen it. Again, congrats to Tommy and to Giggins for making the opening credits. That's a pretty big feat to be featured in this movie by this great British band. So that does it for me. In the meantime, y'all be good. Subscribe, please subscribe. Take care, and we will see you on the next one. Bye now.